A while ago, I set up a meeting that I will remember for the rest of my life. Here's William Rodriguez, a national hero who on September 11, 2001, decided to stay inside the Twin Towers when many left because he was the only one with a master key. A master key that helped firefighters navigate the building and also opened up the door for safety for countless numbers of people. And that's Daniel Sanjata of Rescue Me. I didn't set up this meeting just for us, but for this man that I recently got to know. Here's John Schroeder, an FDNY firefighter from the 10 House, which was located right across from the Twin Towers. On 9/11, John decided to run into the building with many firefighters. He was navigated by William Rodriguez, who ended up opening up the door that saved his life on that fateful day. This is the video of them meeting for the very first time.
God, really? Imagine that. God bless you, kid. Never thought I'd ever see you again, man. People like, you ever run into him? I said, I'm trying to run into myself again. It took me 7 years to get back to me.
It takes that long.
Oh, I've been out there. I've been out there. It's good to be back. It's good to be back, man.
At what point in the day your paths crossed?
It was in the last moments.
The last moment?
That was the very last moment.
Very last moment of a tower.
On the way down, remember I was going down with the person on the wheelchair and I was still, you know, taking breaks, opening doors and stuff like that. So that's probably, wow, it was like
right before the tower.
7 minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
At the most.
And what did you do? Show them the way out?
Open the door! Open the door to freedom! It was like the key master on,
the key right here.
You still got the key? I'd wear that next to my heart.
This is the key.
I would wear that's the key from that morning?
Yes.
Wow. Open up the door. Let the truth be told.
That's amazing.
Let the truth be. That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. I tell you what, there's a lot of people that would like to kiss that key. I mean, I ran into
But at least this is emotional.
I ran into Luke
us.
as a coincidence. We went to a wake for a friend. I went to a wake for a friend, and hey, where you going, killer? Yeah. And I just happened to had a fire department shirt on. He said, "Oh, you're from the 10 House." Survived. I start telling him the story. He knew Luke, and it's just hit. It's a good thing. It's something now. It's something to get on living for.
Sure. John, have you ever heard Willie's account of hearing sub-basement level explosions before the impact of the plane?
No.
Tell him.
There was I was on the B1 level on the North Tower, and just prior to the building getting hit by the plane, I heard this huge explosion coming from the B2 level, from the mechanical room area.
Really?
Not that it was a mechanical room, but it sounded like a huge generator just has blown up. Not that it was a generator. People think it's a generator. No, it was huge, and it shook all the walls. And when I went to verbalize it, we heard the impact all the way on the top. Two different events separated.
I was in the lobby when the elevators exploded. I said, "What is this?" We looked at each other, and we said, "It's over."
I have a guy named John Mangello, who was the operation manager of the World Trade Center, who actually saw people on the lobby on fire on the South Tower before they even other plane hit the other tower.
I was right there. I was there. I said, "What is going on with this?"
You remember, John, how you were saying, like, you walk into the lobby and it's blown out like the bombs went off. Obviously, there were bombs going off on the
and there was no fire. It was just like explosion.
Yes.
It was crazy.
We went upstairs to continue the discussion, not to talk about theories or political ideologies, but what both of these men witnessed, experienced, and went through on that horrible day that sadly leaves a lot more unanswered questions than answers about the official story of 9/11.
Nice sight here.
Wow. Yeah, just the right color to pick.
I used to come up here and have a couple of drinks with my lady. The towers were right there.
Yeah.
Took me a long time to come back to the roof, Willie. Really? Oh, I couldn't go. Cried. Cried? Gone. Gone. Gone, yeah. This is my little castle.
I remember I also met a person who was working outside the Twin Towers on another building. He saw the plane hit, and then he saw a huge explosion in the lobby, and this was him looking down at the building. So it's insane.
But when I got to the lobby with the person on the wheelchair that I was bringing outside the building, I found the doors of the elevators in the lobby open like this, from the bottom up, like this.
Really?
Yeah. An indication that something powerful came from below, not from
Below.
the top. Because if it was from the top, they would be cracked open this way.
What did
The
they
doors
say
were
about
like-
that one, Willie?
They didn't explain it. They didn't explain it.
You haven't explained a lot of things to us.
Yeah.
It's all coming clear, though. I'll tell you that.
Hey, Joe, what was your experience of the actual towers coming down? Did you see any flashes of light? Did you hear multiple explosions, or was it all one big roar?
I'd
and
say
rush?
as I was running, because we thought the towers were going to tip over. No way. We figured it was coming down like they did.
One of them started to, but then it blew up in midair.
It just, I turned around. It was just like, you know, you seeing like you said. I mean, explosions. You know, it just didn't. It wasn't right. And then to be gone in seconds was just. By the time I ran from out of the building to the North End Avenue, it was gone.
Right.
I did 110 stories just disappeared behind my back in seconds. I don't think so.
When you got the call
I really
to go
don't
over
think so.
there,
The
what
call?
was the call?
The first call?
The first call.
I was standing outside quarters, Willie. I called the plane in. I was standing
Oh,
right there.
okay.
There was the towers.
So you actually saw the plane.
I saw
hit
the
in
first plane hit.
Very good.
I called the 1060, and it's all emergency vehicles of the fire department respond to the trade center. As we were getting on our rig, dodging bodies that were already blown out of the building.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, already all on the streets, avoiding. We got to the lobby. There was people already. Like, where did they come from? Exploded out of the building, and you know, by the time we got into the lobby and made it up to the 20, it was just total chaos.
Did you park your rig where?
Right outside the front door, baby, on West Side Highway.
That probably
Right
that probably
there.
the rig that saved me.
Yeah, well, my chauffeur Danny, who's out, he was trapped under the rig, dove under the rig,
There you go.
and then it got blown off, and he ran.
There he goes.
That was
probably,
Danny.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Dan
Yes.
the half a man.
Yes.
He's getting better, but he was a mess like us all. I mean, we heard him actually, Mayday, Mayday, I'm trapped. And we're screaming, what the hell's going on outside? Never mind what's going on inside. How do you mean he's trapped? Why is he trapped? We're inside.
Well, we found your brother's trap. You know what the bridge was between the North Tower
And the Dutch.
yes, that
Right, sure.
collapsed, and it basically squashed like 4 rigs that were there.
Oh yeah.
And you dove under a rig also.
Yes,
right?
yes, and I
That's how
pulled the
you saved
boots
your
and I
life.
found the legs of one of the firemen in the boot, and that's when I started screaming. We pulled one guy out, and as we take him out to an ambulance, he exhaled. You could see that his whole face was blackened. There was blood all over the nose area, and as we went to the ambulance, he exhaled. So it was very, very shocking.
He died in that moment.
Yeah, he did. There was no other way.
Because my buddy we made it out. I don't know if you know Mitch. He dove in the ambulance that was outside with the cop. They were trapped.
Oh, yes.
Oh
yes,
my
yes,
God.
yes.
He'll never be the same. I mean, he just
Now, what is he doing?
he just retired on total 9/11 mental stuff. Well, we
People
wrote
forget-
him off. We wrote
people
Giuliani off.
People forgotten that Giuliani was the one that was closing the firehouses before 9/11.
Yeah.
Oh, Giuliani took on.
And he would have given the radios also. He promised
The radio,
when he was running for mayor.
Radios, bad
and-
quality radios, just to cut the budget, so he would not, spend too much money on
More
the budget.
people would have been alive today if the radio.
would have the right
Because the
radios.
police got the message.
Police got the
And the
never
firefighters
related to us.
Yeah.
Never did.
Never did.
Never did. I mean, I actually on 23rd floor got a mayday that a second plane was hitting. Looked at my boys and said, "Second plane? What do you mean second plane?" Bang! Within seconds of second plane, bang! Not even like you would see the second plane coming from the by
Yes.
Lady Liberty. Seconds. We got banged around. We took off. That's when we met you. That's when we met you. And that God, thank you.
Oh,
And that
thank
key.
you. The key. And
The
this
key.
is the key.
The master, the key to the stairway to heaven. God bless the key.
There's definitely angels watching over both.
It's all right. It'll all come out. We keep on doing what we were doing now.
We're doing
It'll all
it.
come
We're
out.
doing
I think it's significant, William, that people forget how well you knew those buildings inside and out.
20 years in the building.
20 years.
You worked in those buildings.
Yes.
You knew the difference between a loud bang and an explosion coming from beneath your feet.
That is
and
correct.
Something that happened 70 floors above your head.
Listen, if I am in your apartment and you've been living here forever, and there's a huge explosion on the first floor, second floor, third floor, you're not gonna feel it on the top. You won't know the difference, would you?
No.
Sure.
And that's what happened.
Hello.
And then,
Hello.
It probably wasn't the guys with box cutters who rigged the buildings to blow up on the sub-basement levels. I would venture to say. That's probably.
I don't think they have the time to do that and go to the plane.
Probably.
No, I don't think so. Superman wouldn't have had the time. Let's get things straight.
No wonder they don't want to hear William talk on CNN. No wonder they don't get the platform to express those views and opinions.
Yeah.
I'll make my way.
We all will.
We definitely will do.
Anything we could do, man, to get it really back into perspective of what we're going through.
And the reason again, and let's press the issue that the importance of our meeting is emotional closing for us. Number two, that we have the same mission. We're still searching for answers. 7 years after the event, we're still looking for that answer of what happened on that day.
The truth. Just give me a little truth. Tell me something that you really know, and nothing that you're just BSing about the whole time. I lost my whole world, and you know why. I want to know why. They took my life away from me. I'm getting it back now, and it's coming clearer. What happened? Somebody just tried to take away our world, just like, and it's a shame. Our own people. I believe it's all. I mean, I was born on Pearl Harbor Day. World War II, Pearl Harbor.
So you're marked by the.
I'm marked by the bombings. Wow. I tell people I was bombed 3 times. My birthday, Pearl Harbor Day, 93, and 2001. And I survived all 3. And I'm going to survive this. And like I said, I'm getting on with it. And I just like, hey, I want to help anybody that needs it. That could, you think it's whatever you want to believe. I know what I believe. I was in the building, like you said, Willie. You can't tell me nothing. You weren't next to me. I don't care what anybody says. I'll tell them. Where were you? What were you watching on TV? You telling me what was going on right next to me?
The famous expert out there.
From TV. You're giving me the insight. Yeah. Time out here. You can't tell me nothing. I was in the building. I know what I heard. I know what I seen. I know what I went through.
I want to spit on those people,
So I just walk away, Willie. Walk away. They're not worth it. What are you thinking? Who are you? What's wrong? They're not worth my time. I've been through enough. I don't need to be through him. But he wasn't with us, Willie. To be with us is to know what we went through, and for you to talk about something you don't know about, then just please leave, or I'm going to leave one way or another.
Well, you're taking it in a more gentlemanly way.
Yeah, it's just Maybe if I was drinking a few, I might pop. But it's over. It's not worth it. I just want to get on and help people out there that need it, like
John,
us.
how many? Do you know a lot of other firefighters that feel the same way you feel? And
I know.
They
don't want to talk. They're all numb.
Tell them what it is. It's the process. I mean, look what he's going through. Look all the ordeal, the emotional ordeal that he has to go through to recover himself, to stand up and face the world. The same thing is happening to his fellow brothers. And of course, it happens to many of the survivors and many of the families that they don't have the stamina, the disposition, the motivation to go out there and say, I want to deal with this mission, or I want to deal with this other mission, because they're dealing with their personal needs.
Thank you.
And that personal need is getting better.
That's right.
And that's more important for them and for their family than anything else at this moment.
At this moment. Absolutely. Right? You couldn't say it better.
Where you openly advocated government agents infiltrate activist groups of 9/11 Truth and also stifle dissent online. I was wondering, why do you think it's the government's job, or why do you think the government should go after family members who have questions about 9/11?
You see that we do not accept conspiracy theories. So like people who think that 9/11 was an inside job.